Paul Reaper Banasiak here. You may also know me as Muay Thai Athlete. I've looked into Lawrence Kenshin's videos in the past, just showing you guys the deep intricacies that he's able to provide with his striking breakdowns, slowing down a lot of the things that naked eye misses. And recently, I picked up his new ebook, just wondering what it's all about, and I heard a lot of reviews about it from Bokau and other high-level strikers. Now, I looked into it myself. I went through it page by page by page, video by video, which I like to really do, as I'm a stickler for technique. I'm a huge stickler for the beauty that the striking arts provides, and I feel like a lot of people miss the intricate details themselves, and I do as well. So I wanted to look into the book and see what it provided for me, even as a higher level striker. And I have to say, I am more than deeply impressed. I looked through the content. It's a beautiful way of really combining text, video, and providing historic information about some historic fighters and blending all of their styles together. If you're like me, you're more of a visual learner, it's there. If you like reading and you really need to see the words so you can visualize it in your head, it's there as well. If you need diagrams, that's more of like a mathematical equation of angles and things like that, it's there too. And then you just get the verbal instruction and cues as well. So however you learn, Lawrence Kenshin got your back. What it does is, it gives you a variety of techniques, a variety of stances, but it doesn't tell you to do one thing or another. It gives you the methods that these legends have used, where we can apply all these things, and you're provided with the pros, the cons of each technique, the pros, the cons of each stance, and then you can put it to work to see which one fits you best. That's something I really enjoyed about it, is because it didn't tell me to do one thing or another. I've been told to do one thing before, and it didn't really work for my body type. It didn't work for me being a southpaw, or maybe it didn't work for me being more of a longer, reachy fighter, although I like to be aggressive. One thing I really loved and took away from it, which was the power stance versus a bladed stance and more of a defensive stance. So I think the biggest thing is adaptation. So if I'm more of a counter fighter and I'm being outstruck nonetheless, then I can still be able to switch to a different style. And I think that's what this book really provided me with. Let me show you what I mean.
So here you'll see me boxing in a more flat-footed stance on my rear foot, which is more of a defensive stance. You see my hand coming out. It's a little bit wide. You can tell that the flat-footedness is really affecting my agility, my movement. The kick comes out a little bit wider, which takes more time. It doesn't get to its target as quickly. Now, when I get into this stance, you can see that everything kind of springs out. You see that my rear foot is raised upon its toes. Although this can, as you can see here, my elbow is nice and tucked. Everything comes out quickly. This can leave you susceptible to low kicks. However, feeling so agile, I think it can mitigate itself by just defensively being able to move like this, being able to tuck my chin really easily. And then I still get a little bit more of a pop from my right side now, or from my lead side, having to be a little bit more square, since in a more bladed stance or a defensive stance, you are so turned that you don't really get a pop from that hip and you're already extended. So having that square stance, the right side or your lead side, if you're an orthodox fighter, it actually lets you get a little bit more of a pop from it. As you can see here, I can throw my elbow and I use my rear hip to get a little bit more of a pop. I can get a little bit of a turn on the left side to tweak it harder.
So once again, that's just one of the tricks that I picked up from the book. 100 more probably in there that I can go through. For the sake of time, I just wanted to go over that one in specific because it has made a huge difference in the way I'm moving, throwing fast. I'm able to defend better with my body type, with my style. It's just an interesting book. I think everyone should give it a go. Read through it, watch all the videos. It tells a story, it's entertaining. So if you want to be entertained, if you want to be able to up your game at the same time, gain knowledge, gain history, and be able to adapt something into your Muay Thai style. It's an entertaining read, it's fun, it's informational, it's credentialed, no way of missing the ball there. Really appreciate Lawrence giving me the opportunity to review it. I read through it organically, really loved it, and I'm probably gonna be reading through it 100 more times. I really enjoyed the book, so I hope you guys do too.